Take two.
Hello, thank you for coming forward even under such circumstances.
Thank you for having me.
Now before we begin, why are you deciding now to come forward?
Well, I think it's time that the people know what's out there. If it were up to me, I would want to know.
Well said. Spoken like a true politician. Oh, nothing. So as I understand, this happened at night? Can you tell us exactly what happened?
Well, late one night back in the summer, I was driving home and I decided to take a more scenic route through the countryside. It was nearing the sunset and I must have lost track of time because before I knew it, it was dark and the storm had rolled into the valley. As I was making my way home on the back roads, I noticed something in my headlights and I slowed down expecting it to be a deer, but when I got closer I saw that it was a young woman.
And did you stop? Did she flag you down?
Well, yes, it was pouring down rain and this young girl was out all by herself. So I slowed down and rolled down my window and asked if she was okay, and she replied that her car had slid off the road a few miles back. She looked uninjured and said her phone was dead and she was trying to get to someone to call for help.
Did you call for help?
Well, no, it was pouring down rain and I knew that it could be a while before a tow truck could get there to pull her out. So instead, I insisted that she rode with me into town or I could take her home. She got in and thanked me and told me her name was Sophia. I began driving and she told me we were only about 15 minutes away from her house. I asked her if she was sure she didn't want to go to the hospital and get checked out, but she insisted that she was okay and she just wanted to go home.
So you started to take her home. At what point did this Sophia mysteriously vanish?
We had been driving for about 5 to 10 minutes and she started to get upset. She was worried that her father might freak out that she got in an accident. I was trying
Where is he?
Oh my. Ma'am.
Where is
Ma'am?
he?
Oh, now, dear.
What is this? Are you serious right now?
Now, honey, I'm in an interview.
What is wrong with your voice? Are you seriously trying to hide your identity?
Now, honey, calm down.
Don't honey calm down me. What are you doing?
They wanted to hear my story about what happened to the hitchhiker.
Hitchhiker? Are you serious right now? I know damn well that you aren't trying to pass your cheating ass story on to the press. That wasn't no damn hitchhiker. That was the bitch that you've been sneaking around with.
Well, ma'am, we have people looking into the details of his story. And it turns out that a few years back, there was an incident on that road. That woman's name was Sophia, and she was in a fatal crash.
Yes, that's what I was about to tell you. After she disappeared, I freaked out and went to where she told me to go. When I got there, a man answered the door. I must have been pale in the face because he just nodded his head and let me in. He explained that his daughter was in a crash on that road 3 years ago and has been trying to get home ever since.
Really? Well then explain these text messages I found. Who's Carrie?
Let's take a break.